And we're back. We're going to go straight on. I'm just changing a few Twitch settings. If you guys can hear me, just please let me know. I know we'll have done this right then. The image might look like it's frozen at the minute, but that's fine. So we are back, and we're going to finish Claire's game, leaving us next time for Barry's great adventure. Previously on Revelations 2.
Previously on Revelations 2. Someone left a message.
Welcome to the Kierling, where all things come to an end.
I not know this thing you are speaking.
I'm just learning to see a little more clearly.
I did what I thought was right.
We'll know each other inside and out.
You killed her.
I'm sorry, I was just a bad daughter.
The old sack is gonna pay for what she did.
I'll crush you with my bare hands.
So, for your final installment of Revelations 2 for Claire, please note we will be having another Stellar Artois.
You're perfect. 6 months from now, you're going to awaken as me. And the world is going to be very afraid. So good night, my darling. Sleep well. All this time wasted. My whole life has been a prelude to this. My true birth. Time to meet the cause of our misery.
What is this place?
Doesn't matter. Let's find the Overseer.
If Revelations 2 does one thing that I don't like, it's I feel we're really shortchanged on Alex. All this build up, and okay, yeah, I know, I get the fact that she's still in Barry's game, but I wanted to see more of Alex as she is now in you know, this guy's sound of mind, and I feel we're, you know, as soon as we get to her, you'll see what happens, but I do feel we're robbed of some really great scenes. with Alex. Ah, this affects Barry's choice.
That sluice changed the direction of the water.
I think I've always gone for the right-hand path, so I'm gonna leave it default this time.
We've been through most of these areas.
And she's been watching our every step.
This is really cool. So you can see all the earlier parts of the game on the monitors. And there's the BSAA members. Claire, Gina, and so on and so forth. You do get a map, but it's very, very not specific where the island is, unfortunately. And a bit of neat little trivia. If anyone's ever watched Joss Whedon's TV show Dollhouse, Dollhouse basically deals with the concept of people's consciousness is essentially be able to be digitized and pasted over another human being, so they can act as somebody else or be somebody else using somebody else's consciousness. In the, it stars Elijah Dushku, who, if anybody knows, is Faith from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And in the last episode of the main show, I'm not talking about the Epitaph Part 2, in the last episode of the main show where she, essentially goes to task, she is wearing this costume. It's a nice little brown leather jacket, white shirt, and I can't help but think that Revelate the Capcom developers who made this did that as a bit of a throwback. The whole concept of digitizing consciousness and then choosing to dress Claire, the same thing that the character Echo wears in one of the finales. It's cool. I did put it on Twitter. I'll try and find it and retweet it later. I remember just watching the episode because I watched Dollhouse after I'd already played this, and I remember watching that episode and it just hit me all of a sudden that it's like, hang on a minute, she looks very familiar and I don't know why. Oh, she looks like Claire from Revelations too. This area is so cool. Spencer, you poor, pathetic old man. You spent your final years desperately searching for the secret to immortality, which is canon, if people are aware, and you died while your research was still incomplete. But I have been continuing that research. The body will age. This is an inescapable fact. See, I love the fact that Spencer feels that Alex has abandoned her. But in truth, she can't solve the problem either. And that's the great sort of tragedy. Well, it's not a tragedy in a sense, but the tragedy of Spencer, if you were to call it, is the fact that what he strives and seeks is unattainable. You can't do it. And Alex spent a good majority of her life, learning this. Coupled with the fact that Alex, is very sick of a as yet undescribed illness. I don't know whether Project Resistance will, reveal it with her being in it, whether it's in passing or whatever. What Alex is trying to do here is essentially cheat death. She's achieving immortality through a different means, but it's a fake immortality because it's not her as such. It's a copy of her, and that's where a lot of people get this wrong. Well, I'll talk about it as we're escaping the facility. But Alex's method here is flawed to a it's flawed to a fault.
What do you make of it?
I
don't know. I just can't figure the Overseer out.
I really love this room. I think a lot of details put into this room. This is the classic environmental storytelling we always liked. And yeah, okay, there's not a lot in it, but what am I doing wrong there? Thank you, Nick. It's a good thing there's no fish in there. I'd have felt terrible.
All right, we're through. Let's hurry.
So here we go.
We meet at last.
You came all this way just to say goodbye? Oh, I'm touched. It's already done. I've conquered fear and earned the right to become a god.
Come out from behind that glass so I can choke a god.
All that remains is one final test. One last threshold to cross.
Is she even listening to us?
My brother's escape was death. And soon, it will be mine as well. I will share in his fate, and then I will surpass him.
What are you trying to do?
Escape.
And so,
Just like that.
begone Alex Wesker. But if you look at her bracelet, it's flashing red. At the last moment, she feared, and T-Phobos will kick in and bring her back as the horrific creature we see in Barry's campaign. Nick, no, Umbrella didn't fund this land because they weren't aware of it. The only thing Spencer ever knew was that she disappeared from the island in
Hurry!
Heavenly Island.
Follow me.
I've actually missed the Tricell stuff here. I could have sworn you could see Tricell on some equipment.
There's a passage down below.
Find another route.
You'd never find me walking on that clay, you lunatic. So I think where a few people go wrong with Natalex is the fact that Alex isn't reborn in Natalia. That's incorrect to say that. What happens is she has made a copy of herself, and so the moment Alex basically digitizes her consciousness is like an imprint of that moment, and anything that happens beyond that, Natalex won't know. So like Natalex will probably have no memory of Alex trying to shoot herself or anything. Think of it as making a copy of a file, and then if of a Word document, and then if you try and work on that Word document, the version on the USB stick that you've saved it to won't update, and is like frozen on that point. So in a sense, it is Alex that's in Natalex, but it's not the Alex. It's a copy of her. See, Alex thought she was so confident that she would be able to do what she did and basically kill herself.
Right. Can't see it, but there's something in here with us.
The moment she succumbed to fear was when the T-Phobos activates in a bracelet, or rather in a system. And can I actually reveal these things? No. This is horrible. How do I do this? I don't want to waste the only smokescreen bottle, and I've already done loads of damage to it. There we go. Yeah. Oh, what? There was two! There was two guys. I can't remember, Nick. I can't remember whether she mutates after some damage has been done to her in the finale of Barry's campaign.
You're right. Can't see it, but there's something in here with us. Just keep your eyes peeled and go!
It's about, because the T-Phobos resurrects Alex, that essentially means there's... Oh, no, not again. There's two Alex Weskers. But only one is the original, the other is just a copy. section is trickier than I remember it.
Are you kidding? Nice fucking emergency exit.
Just bear with me, guys, for one moment while I just grab another beer. 2 minutes, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Took a bit longer than expected. So this section here is just essentially just run and gun.
We can't let her win.
Wow, I didn't think that was possible. Jesus. Yes. Yes, indeed.
We can't let her win.
I didn't think you could so absent-mindedly fall off it though, Nick. Oh, it won't even let me climb back up, so I'll go and miss that then. Moira's just cheating and taking shortcuts left, right, and centre. I'm going the hard way. Oh, but hey, we've got time for puzzles, guys. Moira, you're useless. You could help Claire pick this up. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hurry!
It's cool now you can see the island below. Just get a glimpse of some buildings.
Damn it!
For some reason I thought she'd do like a... Oh my god. That is absolutely brutal. You have to do this whole section in one go.
We can't let her win! Could use your help.
It's better be worth it. A bloody diamond. It is true that Claire's final chapter is it's quite underwhelming, but the length of Barry's more than makes up for it. You know, Barry's chapter 4 is, you know, it's as long as some early Resident Evil games. You know, you can finish the entire Dead Aim or Resident Evil 3 quicker than you can finish Barry episode 4.
Hurry! Hang tight! I'll figure something out!
Come, Moira.
You can make it, Claire! do this alone.
What the hell? Oh.
The whole place is coming down. Sit to the bottom.
Run, Claire! Oh, Jesus. Okay. 1 minute left. I've fucked this up, I reckon, guys. This seems way too slow. And I fell to my death anyway. So what difference does it make? If I've got to do this whole section again, I'll be pissed off.
The whole place is coming down. Then raise it to the bottom.
I can't believe I fell to my death in a Resident Evil game. Like, that's actually a thing in this. That's actually quite a grotesque death, that is.
Then raise it to the bottom.
Of course! Claire merely adopted the dark, I was born in it, molded by it. It would be very painful for you. I have not got enough time to do this, have I? This is ridiculous. Well, it's fucked now. I don't even know where it is, but I've missed it a bunch of times.
You're gonna make it.
I'm not. Absolutely no way could Moira survive that.
Moira! No! Don't you fucking dare! Moira! Oh, God! I'm getting you out of there! You're
Brutal. You just gotta go, Claire.
God, help me.
And there we go, guys.
Claire, open your eyes. Claire, wake up. Claire.
Barry?
What happened to Moira? Was Moira with you?
Barry. Oh, God. I'm so sorry. I tried to save her. I should have.
No. Moira. Why, baby?
And that, guys, is for next time. Not going to do that now. But what can we do? Let's do one more thing. Just going to stop the stream one moment. So thank you for everyone who's just watched Claire episode 4. And see you next time. Thank you.